first of all, if you just want to introduce yourself.
So I'm Joe Alderdice. I work for Mosaic Fertilizer. I'm the Senior Health and Safety Manager for the mineral side of the business.
Okay. And how did you get into that?
So actually, that could be a long story or a short story, but I have a degree in occupational safety and health from Murray State University and did an internship with the company that I currently work for, and got hired, and I've worked for the company now for 13 years. Moved around to a number of different facilities and worked on the mine side, went to the OSHA side of the business, and now I'm back on the mineral side. So enjoy working on the mine side for sure.
Yeah. Is that something that you always wanted to do, or did you sort of fall into it?
So I grew up on a farm, and if you've ever worked on a farm, you know that farmers do things that aren't necessarily the safest things in the world. So I think that drew me into the safety field, and from there, the university I went to had a really good safety department, and I think it was kind of a match that fit well for me. So,
could you explain a little bit more about what Mosaic does as a company?
So Mosaic we're a mining company. We surface mine phosphate rock, and for those that don't know, a lot of people don't. Whenever I mention that, the phosphate rock is we mine it at our minerals facilities with a dragline operation. We refine it, and then we send it to one of our chemical plants or concentrate facilities, and we turn it into granular fertilizer. The fertilizer is mostly used, sold to farmers to help grow the crops, and Mosaic's mission is that we help the world grow the food it needs, and we think it's a very noble mission.
Nice. So you sort of went full circle with the farm also.
Yeah, exactly. For me, growing up I grew up on a farm in western Kentucky, and we grew corn, soybeans, and wheat and tobacco, and so growing up in that environment, it's very agricultural, and Mosaic is an agricultural company, and so it's a very good fit for me personally to work in the minerals operations, because it does seem like home.
And so we are at the Southeast Mine Safety and Health Conference, and I know Mosaic is very involved with the conference, right?
We are. We have been involved for quite some time with the conference. In the past, we've sent a number of people to attend the conference. In the last 5 or 6 years, John Heiser, who's one of my colleagues that I work with, he's chairs the conference. We also sponsor the conference. I mean, we feel that we've seen it grow. We've seen the good that can come out of sending individuals to the conference with sharing best practices, and we've had some really great speakers that you can take things away from, take them back to your site, and hopefully improve the safety and health of your employees on the mine site.
Yeah. So what do you think is the biggest takeaway of this conference?
Well, do I have to name one?
No, you can give me a whole list if you want to.
No, so to me, there's two big takeaways. One, I think the networking opportunity, the partnership that the conference has with MSHA, and that paired with the number of different companies and industries that are represented here, I think there's great opportunities for networking, and you can gain new contacts and discuss best practices. So I'd say that's one benefit. The other benefit is the knowledge. I mean, there's a number of different sessions that you can attend, and the topics is just it's really, it goes on and on. There's a lot of different information that you can gain. Maybe there's an area where it's been a hot topic, you've had some injuries or something at the mine, or you've got questions about that. You can attend those sessions and then take that back and try and improve the processes that you have at your mine. So we call it R and do, rip off and duplicate. So if you can use something that somebody's already doing and improve what you're doing, then it only makes everybody better. So.
Have you been going to the sessions and stuff?
I have. I've attended a number of the sessions. I mean, we've had some keynote speakers that have really been good here this week. You know, the gentleman that was equated some of the principles for life to his rock climbing. I mean, that one was very effective. Today I went to a joint session amongst the metal and non-metal facilities that was partnered with MSHA, and we had some really good discussion about some things that are upcoming. So a lot of quality speakers at the conference.
Do you have a favorite yet?
Oh, do I have
or the one you took like the most from, maybe?
I think the one I mentioned, I felt the one with the rock climbing was very, it was motivational because, you know, I thought he did an awesome job of telling the personal story of doing the rock climbing, but then integrating in the principles of life and, you know, the motivational points that he brought out. So I would say that's probably my favorite. Plus, the guy did mention that he's from Kentucky, and I'm from Kentucky, so I might have been a little biased before he started talking.
Yeah, you're like, oh, I already like this guy. So where do you hope to see the conference go to even next year, like the next couple years?
So I actually attended the very first conference back in, I believe it was 2006, and it was in Nashville, and there were like 35 or 40 people there. I mean, it was very small. So I've seen the conference and how it's progressed and how it's grown. You know, for me, and we talked about this earlier, MSHA talked about it, the people that are at this conference, they're not the ones, I mean, we need to all get better, but they're not the ones we really need to impact. I mean, I would love for, you know, to see more and more companies attend, for the attendance to go up. I mean, the conference has always done a really good job with the program and the speakers. So I think it's just expanding the audience to where we can touch those that maybe don't have the resources to send people, and or the smaller operations, you know, where they don't have the resources to be able to come to the conference. So I think that's where we need to look at growing the conference, but I've seen it grow and grow and grow and improve, and so I'm confident that it will continue to do so.
Me too. Well, this is my first time here, and it's been awesome. I'm really excited.
I know that, you know, I haven't attended a lot of the other regional conferences, but I've heard numerous times from MSHA and from other people in the industry that, hey, this is, if there's one you want to go to, or one that stands above the rest, it's the Southeast Mine Conference. So
awesome. Well, do you have any final words for us?
No, I mean, like I said, I mean, Mosaic's been very involved in the conference. I think we want to continue that, you know, definitely for the foreseeable future. I'd love for others in our company to be able to experience it. I mean, we usually send 6 or 8, 10 people up here, and in the past we've actually sent more. But you know, it's beneficial to everyone that's able to attend, and the more we can spread that, the better.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah.